You go to a foreign country, you order lunch, you don't know the language, you get what you don't want. SAT math could be like that. You got to learn how to translate SAT math just like you would translate a language, because if you don't translate it, you might not get what you want, the right answer. My name is Paul Pasolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center at ivymasters.com. Today we're going to look at Test 1, Section 4, Number 4, which reads, if 16 plus 4x is 10 more than 14, what is the value of 8x? Now, one thing that you might notice here is it's not asking for the value of x, it's asking the value of 8x. The College Board knows that students will solve for x and not go back and check that it's actually asking for 8x. So what they'll usually do is they'll put an answer choice that reflects the value of x. They'll put another answer choice, of course, that's the correct answer, which is in this case, what's the value of 8x. So as soon as I see what's the value of 8x, what I'm anticipating is that the correct answer is going to be 8 times one of the other answer choices. So if I look at the smallest answer choice, 8 times 2, what's that? It's 16. 6 times 8 times 6, what's that? That's 48. That's not there. 16 times 8, what's that? That's not there either. So I'm thinking that the answer is 16, and if you don't know how to do this question, you just pick that, you move on. But we are going to look at how to translate this question. So first, you would actually write it out the same as it is said. So 16 plus 4x, I'm just going to write that 16 plus 4x means equals 10 more, 10 plus, you know from back in the day, more means plus, more than 14. Okay, now some of you want to add the 10 to the left side because you're like, 16 plus 4x is 10 more, so 16 plus 4x plus 10. But you can think of it this way. If 16 plus 4x is 10 more, then what we've got to do is we've got to add the 10 to the other side, to the 14, in order to make them equal. Regardless, this is your setup, and if we have 16 plus 4x, we could add the right side, equals 24, subtract 16 from both sides, minus 16, minus 16. This cancels, you get 4x equals 8. Now, at this point, what most students will do is divide both sides by 4. But what I recommend is that you keep in mind what the question's asking. It's asking for 8x. So instead of solving for x, you could just multiply both sides by 2, and what you get is 8x equals 16. So C, in fact, is your correct answer. Most students will solve for 4 here, and you certainly can. If I divided both sides by 4, what I get is that x equals 2, but you've got to keep in mind that it's asking for 8x. So what do we got to do? We got to multiply both sides by 8, and we get 8x equals 16. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has trouble translating math questions and then solving for them, or if they miss when it says what's the value of 8x rather than just the value of x. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.